you have to be creative with it for a 10 minutes presentation. Good morning. Thanks for having me. My name is XYZ. I'm going to be talking to you this morning about my approach to driving measurable asset data quality improvement within the organization once I am appointed. My approach will be three way focused. First is governance led, then data driven, and then outcome focused. Within the governance led, I will be defining clear ownership, accountability, and policy from day one. With data driven, I will define measurable baselines, KPIs, and continuous improvement. And then with outcome focused, I will be looking at our regulatory readiness and operational confidence. So what I have done previously, I've already been involved in delivering enterprise data governance frameworks from ground up. This led to 20% improvement in our data quality KPIs. I was also involved in building the Power BI dashboards for operational and executive visibility. That involved issuing, tracking tickets and managing root cause analysis within the issue management system. A Calibra data catalog was involved in doing some of the stuff that I've also worked on before. Throughout this experience, my guiding philosophy was that data quality is not a project, right? It is an operating model, and this is what I carry with me along throughout my roles. So it's about having sustainable improvement, which obviously requires embedding data quality into the day-to-day activities, all our processes, the roles, the culture, not just treating it as a one-off initiative. The core framework that I'll be introducing is 4 pillars of data quality. So one is governance and ownership, data quality controls, technology and automation, culture and data literacy. Where I will start with these 4 pillars will be determined once I'm on board. And I've already done some assessments that will help me to define where I start from. It's not set in stone. So with governance and ownership, we'll be looking at defining accountable owners and stewards across the domains. With technology, it will be about leveraging our pipelines, Power BI dashboards, and integration improvements. With culture and data literacy, this will involve building an organization-wide understanding of data ownership and quality standards. And within the quality controls, we'll be improving our validation rules, thresholds, and any automated quality checks that we have in place. For me,
slide 5 or slide 6?
I'm now on month 1 to 3.
1 to 3.
Yeah. So So the first 3 months is going to be about understanding and baseline, right? No improvement program can succeed without a clear picture of the current state. We don't know where we are. We will not be able to understand where we are going to. So the first 3 months is going to be about discovery. So stakeholder engagement, system and data mapping will be involved, and then assessing the quality of our data. The outcome for me here would be to have a clear documented visibility of our current state, the foundation for every subsequent action that will follow. That's what I'll be doing in the first 3 months. Quick wins at this point, we'll be building early trust and momentum. So looking at basic quality rules, looking at any Power BI dashboards that we already have, creating a central issue log, and then standardizing our data definitions in a business glossary. The following 3 months, which will take me to month 3 to 6, will be about control and improvement. The key activities here will be implementing the full data quality framework with defined rules and acceptable thresholds. I will introduce root cause analysis, so moving from symptom fixing to systemic resolution. I will then also improve data pipelines and system integrations to reduce any upstream errors. I will establish KPIs and then establish a regular reporting cadence for leadership visibility. So we start to gain confidence of the senior leadership. At this point, I'll be defining some key performance metrics. So percentage of data completeness, for example, error reduction rate, SLA performance, for timeliness of data updates. So for example, we may have people updating their address and telephone number, for instance. The last, part of it, which will take me to the month 6 to 9, will be about embedding and then scaling up. So So this final phase will involve formal policy and standards development, establishing a data council, automating our validation and reporting processes, and then rolling out training and data literacy across the organization. This will allow a strategic shift from fixing data issues after they occur to preventing them by design. So we are becoming more proactive with our data quality approach rather than reactive. In terms of my data storytelling approach for senior management and everybody across the organization, I will use data quality scorecards. I will use trend analysis, and then I will also introduce some risk indicators. So the risk indicators will be about flagging fields or systems that pose the greatest compliance exposure. And the idea is then to focus on here. So that will give the executives within the organization some insights as to what our risks are and what we are actually improving on. The goal here is to make data quality tangible, urgent, and actionable at every level of the organization. I've done this in the past, and of course my strategy is always about building a data first culture. So I will start with the asset operations. I'll partner with them closely to understand the field that is giving them challenges. I'll look at validating quality rules against any operational realities. I'll then move on to system and IT. I'll move on to IT and systems. So collaborating on integration improvements, making sure that our systems are integrated, so data is coming into the organization in one place and is flowing through, through our different verticals. Then there will be compliance and audit aspect to it, which will be about aligning the program outcome with regulatory reporting requirements that we may have within the organization. So by the ninth month, the outcome that I will, hope to have achieved is trusted decision-ready data. So improved accuracy and completeness, fewer defects and manual fixes, governance and ownership established, audit and readiness for our regulatory requirements. Why me? Why me? I am practical and I have built sustainable data quality frameworks in the past. My core strengths: proven governance leadership, business and technical translation, and then I have practical people first approach. And this can be seen from my resume. I've been involved in building data quality frameworks, reducing accuracy by 20%, for example. I've built executive scorecards, operational reporting, and DQ monitoring in Power BI. I've used the Colibra data catalog for enterprise-wide metadata management, and with master data management, I've been involved in delivering programs to create a single trusted source of the truth across the organization. I'm going to finish with this by highlighting that good data doesn't happen by accident. It is designed, it is governed, and it is owned. So throughout my approach, there will be design, governance, and ownership established. Thank you very much. I'm open to any questions.